good morning, it's working, blah blah blah. I'm terrible at this, so don't expect anything special. The fact the camera's on is a miracle itself. Alright, let's get started. So what you got here is you got the basic UI, just with Py-6, a lot of help writing that. Thank you for the creation of ChatGPT and all that crap. I would be dead without it. This would still be a memory. Well, no, it'd be a fading memory, not just a memory. For now, as you can see, I'm kind of leaving a lot of information open. I probably shouldn't, but hey, gotta start somewhere, right? So, technically we're running Quen, but Quen's disabled, so it's Open Hermes and Mythos based on query and all that fun stuff. As you can see, 223 milliseconds per token, depending on the complexity of the question. This is mostly just a hardware problem with my 2080, which I don't use for this because my 2080 actually craps out and has a bad habit of crashing now. My R9 3900X is a godsend with the amount of cores. Even though it's starting to show its age, I still love the CPU. Memory is 64 gig, DDR4, nothing special, just Corsair Dominator Platinums, 2 of which were donated to me by Corsair themselves about, what was it? Shoot, I think back when I was using, what was that CPU? Oh yeah, it was one of the first, I can't remember the name now. Anyways, yeah. Oh yeah, it was one of the first, oh my gosh. I'll tell you the name if I remember it. Anyways, yeah, it was technically server grade, not Epic, its predecessor. I wish I had Epic, oh my gosh, just for brute forcing stuff would be hilarious. But no, overkill, don't need. If anything, new GPU, get this going, blah blah blah. I'm not gonna beg, I'm not gonna ask. Sorry about the long intro, it should only be like 10 seconds. Alright, so right now we have a basic query on screen. We're going to enter how long it takes. I've asked something close to this. It should be able to pull up, should reduce its response time drastically. Let's see where it goes. Yeah, I have a cup in my hand. I'm waving it around because I'm expressive sometimes rather than being boring, which I am extremely boring. And I kind of was given a few ideas by someone today. It's been amazing. It's helped me out a lot. It's also helped me kind of get better direction on where I'm going. And I'm out of drink. So, yeah, we're looking at 24 seconds at least of time. Not a good thing. That's really bad. So what do we got? Today we can improve natural language processing. This includes my abilities to understand, interpret, blah, blah, blah. Alright, so, good response, good response. So let's find out where it thinks it needs to go by, sorry, Jets. Hence the background music, kind of ease off the Jets. I have the window open, my AC's dead. Right now, I think the room stands at around 75 Fahrenheit with an average of 90 Fahrenheit while my AC's out. I'll get that fixed one day when I have the money. For now, it's focused on getting hours at work. Sorry, I'm talking over a jet, which is a pain in my butt. And it makes it really hard to think while working. Alright, next query. Alright, let's get another one. These are a couple questions I've not actually asked it before, so that should really help kind of trial and show the limits I'm running into. The fact I can still query these isn't bad. I'm mostly using 8B and 13B models just for safety. Anything more than that, and it starts hitting token caps. Right now I max out at 512 tokens on average, though sometimes it can do more. I'm probably going to start rambling because I feel so awkward doing any kind of recording, and we're already at 4 minutes, which means we are pushing 2 gigabytes of video. Blah, 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 blah. I'm also kind of hyper. I'm excited where this is going and how much progress I can make. I'm not a team, I have no experience, and I'm not a programmer by the way. So, look at that. 40 seconds, 52 seconds, all that respectively. So total was, ooh. What's a 12 second? That's not good. Anyways, Continuing on. Alright, previous reflections and suggestions. I can enhance my tone and contextual information more efficiently by continuing to learn from past interactions and adjusting my responses accordingly. This is a good sign. It used to be whenever I'd ask questions like this, it would freeze up, it wouldn't answer. One of the biggest things was overcoming philosophical questions. So like, when I would ask, how do you feel about this, it would freeze up. Now it kind of gives a generic response. Another question would be, I'm not a fast typer, by the way. I'm sorry. I just forgot what I was going to write. Oh, yeah. Alright, so we're going to generalize a little bit, see what this does. It should, there we go, instant, like literally instant. It was able to pull from memory. There we go. So this is how it's designed to react to certain questions like, how do you feel? It does this to prevent any kind of hallucination. It'll prevent any kind of problems with it thinking, oh hey, I'm this. I'm going to make them think I'm alive. What we can ask it is, so we'll try that. Same response. I'm almost back. We'll see them. I actually gotta start getting ready for work soon, because I might just go in 2 hours early. Get yelled at by management for it, but, you know, I need the hours, so deal with it. Because I make $17.95 an hour. I barely get enough hours. I can't afford to eat. I can barely afford bills, so I have to choose power, mortgage, or water. My water probably gets shut off in 3 days because, you know, they were nice to give me an extension. I don't have the money to pay anything. Ugh. Okay, there we go. We've hit a wall where it is actually taking a lot longer than before. So 57 seconds, 51 seconds, and 5 seconds respectively. Now, let's see, versus adhering to the traditional method of using queries. My own opinion, I believe that queries generally the more prudent approach as they help maintain structure and consistency of the database. However, in certain situations where efficiency is critical, or if the changes made are not significant to warrant potential damage to the database, direct editing may be necessary. In terms of your question, however, whether it's wrong, I don't believe that it is necessarily wrong if done with caution and within reason. I respect your decision and will continue to follow your lead on the matter. A little verbose, a little long-winded overall though. Or no, I should say verbose, yes. Long-winded, maybe, and a little on the robotic side. Kind of irritating when it does that, but that's a fallback to protect itself. However, I think that kind of proves my point of where I'm going. I'm mostly showing time problems I'm running into. So if you have any suggestions on how I can make this more efficient using only CPU and current memory, let me know. I'm open to interpretation, I'm open to suggestions, I'm open to collaborations. I'm going to kind of keep protecting the actual architecture myself for now. I'm not going to actually show how that works. There's a basic original edit on GitHub still, but that's probably a few weeks out of date. I need to get back to it, kind of update that, make it look better. I don't know. We'll see. For now, I think this is a good demonstration of where I'm at and what it can do. Later, I want to really increase its capabilities, increase its memory. We're running with, 178 lines of queries, not much. But as you can see, we've deleted several queries, so we're the IDs don't start at 0 anymore. They did originally. So we've deleted what? 17 previous queries that were blank or serve no purpose, and I'll continue to delete more as it comes along and becomes necessary to preserve integrity of the whole project. Thanks again for checking this out. Peace out, my friends. I hope to keep going.